flight from Barcelona to Heathrow was generally great. We arrived at the airport nearly 4 hours early, self-checked in quickly, and then headed off for some last-minute shopping. My sister suddenly remembered that she hadn't bought presents for the children of 2 of her friends, so we made a stop at duty-free to find something suitable. The purchases were made, much to my relief as my sister loves window shopping. After shopping, we went for a coffee, not breakfast, just coffee, as we had already had an enormous breakfast at the hotel. The coffee was surprisingly good. The real deal. From there, we headed to the exit control gate, and that was no joke at all. There was a huge crowd. Not only was the line long, but it was moving painfully slowly, and to make matters worse, the automated machines weren't working either. I mentioned this in my earlier video. Britain is no longer part of the European community, and the way we were treated in Europe, especially that day at Barcelona airport, made it feel as though the Brits were being punished for leaving. At one point, the immigration officer looked at us with a broad smile and said, "Are you Americans? Come through." My sister quickly corrected her assumption, just as she was about to wave us through. For a moment, I wished my sister had just went along with the immigration officer's wave-through invitation. My sister is too honest, and her reply to the officer was instant. Honesty is golden. That said, let me continue. The flight was bang on time. However, once we had all settled into our seats, there was a sudden announcement telling us that we were being delayed. No reason given. We sat there wondering what was going on. About 20 minutes later, another announcement informed us that we would be pushing off shortly. Finally, after roughly 40 minutes, we saw 5 people board the plane. An announcement then confirmed that the passengers who had caused the delay had finally arrived. The announcer added that this sort of thing could happen to anyone. I found this very strange. How could a plane be delayed for 40 minutes while waiting for passengers who were extremely late? How was this even allowed, especially when some passengers had connecting flights? My sister was one of them, as she was returning to base. The flight itself was great. The cabin crew were excellent throughout. By the time we landed at Heathrow Terminal 5, my sister had just 35 minutes to get off the plane, collect her luggage, and rush to the check-in desk to catch her connecting flight. All in all, the flight itself was great, and I can't fault the cabin crew at all. They were professional, friendly, and made the journey a pleasant one. Our goodbyes were incredibly rushed, barely giving us a moment to say everything we wanted. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting the channel. I truly appreciate every single one of you. None of it is taken for granted. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps support the work I'm doing here. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Your comments are especially important because they help start conversations and build this community. Thank you again for being here and for being part of the journey. Please enjoy the video. You will be able to recognize some landmarks like the O2 Arena and the London Eye, and not to mention the Thames River. Catch you real soon.